What's up guys? So this is gonna be something new. It's gonna be just a face-to-face Q&A, and we'll see how that goes. But so I picked the questions from the comments and DMs that I received, and I kind of just picked like the most popular ones or ones that I thought were interesting. From Josue, what games do you play? I don't play games that much anymore, but I played COD and FIFA. So if any of you are out there and want to get ran in some COD or some FIFA, just let me know, because I'm a beast. I'm a beast when it comes to that. So yeah. Okay, so question from James Lampart. What got you into trading? So the way I got into trading was I was 18 years old, and my dad and my older brother came home one day, and I saw the computers on the counter, and I asked my brother what the charts were and what the lines meant, all that kind of stuff. And he began to explain to me what the stock market was and how to buy and sell a share. And from that day forward, I was extremely intrigued and literally took it for myself to go and study nonstop, going ham. And I was going to college the next year too, so I was like, if I could figure out how to make an extra $20, that'd be so sick. But yeah, I ended up doing that, ran with it from that day on, and still going ham, trying to study everything I see out there. Question from Alex J. What is your trading goal? So my goal for trading is to be able to trade as my occupation. So to definitely be able to do that for a living. And I'm going to work towards that goal until it happens. There's no ifs, ands, or but. And to just continue and find other people out there that know a lot more than I do, so I can go learn from them. That's really my main goal, is to trade as a career, and then just find people that know more than I do and learn from them and see what they know and just share knowledge. That's my goal when it comes down to trading. From Joshua W. What is your best advice to a beginner just learning about the market? So if you're a beginner and you're just finding out about the market, I would suggest you download TD Ameritrade, TOS, and paper trade first. Please, 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 if you're a beginner, paper trade first. I don't know why a lot of people think this is like a get rich quick scheme or whatever. I don't know where people get that from, but you have to actually educate yourself. It's a real career that people go into and do this for a living, and people work for hedge funds and things like that and trade other people's money. So it's a real career that you have to learn from. I don't know why they don't even mention how the stock market like operates in high school or even college, anywhere. And that's something that's been really intriguing to me. But definitely paper trade first and learn at the same time, so you can see if this is something you want to continue with, or it's not even just a bad thing to educate yourself in general. So we got a question from Yunes M. How long are you on the computer when you're trading? So when I wake up in the morning, in the pre-market, before the market even opens at 7:30 here Mountain Standard Time, I can already kind of see if I'm going to take a trade or take a position that day or not, based off of what happened the previous night. When there is an opportunity that presents itself, I'm usually trading with like from the first hour of the day to 2 hours in the day. So yeah, nothing crazy at all. I kind of just sit there and wait for an opportunity to present itself, and if it doesn't happen within that time period, then I just go about my day, go to my classes. I'll still check them throughout the day in my classes and stuff like that, but that's how I was doing it and things like that. So Daniel C. What is a good indication that the stock may turn around? So a good indication that a stock is dying and may turn around on you is when the stock loses liquidity. And that just means when the stock starts to lose volume. When you start to see the volume decrease heavily and the charts start to get really choppy, it's a good indication people are exiting their position. You also want to look at level 2 for the pending orders. You want to look at the time and sales for the actual transactions going through. So that's one thing you can look at. Another really good question from PKAMV. How to seek good risk reward opportunity. That's the RR ratio, meaning the risk to reward ratio is, like, for example, 2 to 1. So the minimum risk to reward ratio you ever want to get into is at least a 2 to 1. I like to do 3 to 1 or better, but for example, 2 to 1 would be risking 5% to gain 10%. So you never want to get into trades that don't make any sense. You never get into a trade that has 10% downside with only 10% potential, because theoretically in the long run you're going to be breaking even. That's all theoretical, but if you want to be consistent and have consistent profits for long term, you want to make sure you have a good risk to reward ratio. Number 1. Risk management and position sizing is literally number 1 in the market and should be the first thing taught in the market. Question from Ryan B. What indicators do you use? So I use the EMA line, I use the VWAP, and I use volume. I use volume because volume literally tells you the buyers and sellers, how many people are in stock right now, anything like that. I like to use the EMA line for short-term trading, so day trades, quick day trades. The EMA line stands for exponential moving average. So that just shows you which direction the stock has momentum in. I like to use the VWAP. If the candlesticks are trading above the VWAP indicator, that means it's on an uptrend, or it's just consolidating sideways, barely moving, or it's below the VWAP, it's downtrending. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the VWAP stands for volume weighted average price, I believe. If I'm wrong, you can just fact check me in the comments right now, but I believe it's volume weighted average price. I don't know who comes up with these indicators, some extremely smart people probably, but that's how you use them, and that's how I use them. But yeah, so those are the 3 indicators that I like to use. Question from Alexander E. What made you want to start making helpful videos? The reason why I wanted to start making helpful videos was because when I first started, I was so upset about all the fluff everyone was giving out online. Like, why can't you just get straight to the point? You're literally running me in a circle, and then you're literally like, it was just such a waste of time. Like, I could have cut down a lot of my learning curve if people weren't just giving me fluff. So I really want to make these videos as well that are more like concise and just straight to the point. Also wanted to start making videos so that I can portray a realistic view of someone that trades and wants to trade for a career. There's a lot of people out there that spread misinformation. It's honestly really annoying, and I really wanted to make videos to help people that were once in my position when I first started, when all I wanted was someone just to show me the right way and just the right direction to go. Because I didn't know, like, yes, in some areas of my learning curve I was working hard, but there was some stuff I was spending so much time studying, and little did I know that wasn't going to benefit me either way. But I didn't know any better, you know. I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have anyone telling me the correct things to study and learn. I wish there was someone telling me the correct things to study and learn. It's now cool that I can help a lot of beginners that are freshly into the market. I can kind of help and guide them just a little bit more than I had when I first started. So that's one of the main reasons why I really wanted to make these videos, because that's something I've always wanted to do. Even my dad doesn't even know I like make these videos yet. I'm honestly just waiting for one of them to pop up so he can see it, because he knows I've always wanted to teach people and show them, just wanting to help people. So I'm just waiting for him to like watch one of these videos, or who knows if this is like the first one that's gonna pop up and he watches, but I'm just waiting for the day he sees me on one of these videos and sees that I'm actually like trying to help people, and I'm really taking moves to try and figure it out and just get there. So that's really the reason why I really wanted to start helping people, because that's something I've always wanted to do. That's why it doesn't even feel like work. It's so easy to do because it's just something I like to do anyways, and it also puts me in a position to be around more like-minded individuals. That's one of the main things. Also, the relationships that I've been gaining from strangers, the love and support has been unreal. I mean, I can't believe some of the comments people leave under some of my videos, like just creating more videos for people, because even if it just helps one person, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm gonna end it with this question. This question is from Alyssa S. I know you're only 21, but what is your best advice for any entrepreneurs? Yeah, I am only 21. I've only been alive for 21 years, but I'm not gonna lie, just the past few years I have learned a lot, especially about myself personally. In my opinion, to not caring what anybody thinks of you, and I've started to do such a good job of that. I just don't care what people think of me. I always look at the bigger picture, and I just look at what matters and what doesn't matter. And the opinion of others doesn't matter to me, because it's my life and I'm the one that has to figure things out for myself. So I'm not gonna do stuff based off of someone else's opinion. I really do truly believe that's what holds so many people back. They hesitate on posting certain things because they think to themselves like, oh, like what are they gonna think, or this or that or that. And it really comes down to people really just care so much about what people think, and that's a reason why I think some people don't really do what they love, because they're so scared of the judgment that's out there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. In the next Q&A, if you want your question to be in it, make sure you put it in the comments from now. Hit the like, subscribe. I really appreciate the support of this channel. I really appreciate the support of all you guys. You guys have been making this literally the best experience ever, and it just really pushes me to create more and just help as many people as I can. So honestly, thank you for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.